Look at that. Look at that. Look at that little guy. See that? That's me. Nah, you do that. You okay? I have the worst intros ever. That's okay. Okay. You guys see my shoulder? Look at this. It hurts so bad. Alright. Look. Oh, it's like peeling sunburn, and it is the worst pain ever. No, it's not, but it is. It's bad, and it hurts a lot, and I don't like it. And it's because I took off my shirt when I was hiking, because why wouldn't I? I mean, I always take my shirt off everywhere, and I got so sunburned. And then now I think it got dirty or something, because now it's like peeling. There we go. And that's bad light. And now it hurts, and I don't like it. I'm out of breath from climbing my stairs. It's probably a sign I should do more cardio. Ah! Hello! Hi guys, how's it going? Brendan here, as always. Welcome back to another episode of my show, starring me. Okay. Alright guys, so today we're going to talk about a topic that I get asked about all the time, and I'm not kidding. I think I get asked this from every client I train, every person that follows me. I swear, everyone's asked me this, is what supplement should I take to get big and strong, or lean, or shred, or whatever? So, it's not a bad question. It's not a bad question, guys. There's no such thing as a dumb question, and I'm glad people ask me, so that way I feel I can give them an informed decision, and one that's not biased, because I don't work for a supplement company. I'm obviously not sponsored by anyone, maybe someday, but that'd be sweet if I was like a sponsored athlete, like, buy this supplement. It sucks, but they pay me. No, that's kind of what it's like. But so today we're going to talk about supplements, and we're going to separate supplements into 3 categories, guys. 3 categories. The first one is ones that I do recommend you buy. The second one is if you have the money and you can afford it, and it's not going to make you live off like ramen noodles for 2 years, you can think about buying. And the third one are supplements that I would not advise that you buy, because I feel like it's going to be a waste of money. And before we get started, I did go downstairs and get a little arm pump where we did this using bands, because gotta look juicy. Alright, so the first category, let's start with the first one, the fun one. Kind of the fun one, it's actually kind of a boring one. It is, what supplements do I recommend that everyone should take? And there's 2 in this category. Well, if you consider a multivitamin a supplement, I also recommend taking those. There have been studies that have shown that multivitamins are useless, so you're not getting as much vitamins as you think you are, but I still recommend taking them, because I feel like I feel better when I take multivitamins, and I feel like I don't get sick as often, but I don't have the data to support that or anything like that, so that's just my opinion. Alright, so the first category is, what supplements do I recommend everyone should take? And there's 2 of them. And everything I say here is for everyone that's 18 years or older. I'm saying that for liability reasons, but 18 or older, I feel like there's supplements you should take, and I don't think there's a point to taking it before then. And before we even really get started, I'm going to say this first. None of these are necessary. You don't have to buy any of these. You can get big, lean, shredded, whatever you want, skinny, fat, I don't care, off food. That is the most important supplement of all, is real food. And not Rich Peon is real food, even though I'm sure that's a great supplement. I'm talking about food. Eggs, oats, burgers, chicken, anything, guys. Eat real food, and if you don't know what you're doing for nutrition, or you don't have your nutrition basically down to an A+, don't even think about buying supplements, because you gotta get your nutrition down first. That's the most important part, and that's where you're really gonna grow. If you don't have your nutrition down, supplements are literally throwing $30 at a rich CEO and saying, hey, screw off, It's kind of like, don't take supplements unless your nutrition's really good, okay? Makes sense? Okay, good. I'm glad we got that out of the way. So, I shouldn't beat this out of breath. I think I need to do more cardio. Okay. So, the first category, guys, is supplements that I would recommend after you get your nutrition down, of course. Put that in there. What supplements I recommend that I think everyone should take. There's 2 in there, like I said. And the first one, fish oil pills. Probably didn't see that one coming, because that's not a very popular, big name supplement. It's not a very popular one, but I recommend everyone takes fish oil pills. For what reasons? A, the omega-3 fatty acids are very good for your heart and for your heart health, and obviously, that's one of your most important parts of your body is your heart, and you need to keep that heart healthy, otherwise you will die. Seriously. And the fish oils do help with that. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend I know the science behind any of this stuff. I'm honestly gonna read the labels later to explain what they do. But fish oils, guys, they're very good for your heart. And the most important thing for me, besides the heart, of course, is, guys, they have helped my shoulders so much. I used to have a lot of shoulder issues. I couldn't even do a full rotation without it popping. It still pops a little bit, and I couldn't even do an upright row without. I couldn't do it for the longest time. Like, I literally would do it and be like, and it wouldn't work at all. Started taking fish oil pills again, and my shoulders all of a sudden it felt like it was just clicking, and then all of a sudden it's like someone squirted some lube on there or something, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, it works again, you know? So guys, I recommend taking 2 to 3 or 1 to 2 fish oil pills a day. There is a gram of fat per capsule, so make sure you're counting that into your macros if you do that. And yeah, fish oil pills. They are going to help with your joints, ligaments, and help you feel so much better, especially if you're a heavy lifter. If you have joint pains, your elbow hurts, your shoulders hurt, your knees hurt, guys, take fish oils. You will feel so much better. I promise you, if you take fish oil. They help so much, and they're not expensive. They're in Walmart. They're in grocery stores. I recommend the what is that? Spring Valley kind. I don't know why. I think it's just because they're moderately priced, and you get like 100 per container. They're like, I don't even think I think like $10 for a container, and they're not expensive. They'll last you a long time. There's like 300 in there, I think, and I can't explain enough how important these are to me and how much they've helped me. I take 3 every morning. I take 3. You can take 1, 2, 3, whatever you want. But I take them every morning, and they have helped me so much, and they allow me to train my shoulders with full rotation, full mobility, and stuff like that. And that's not just the fish oil pills. No, I'm not saying that they fixed my shoulder. I fixed my shoulder by doing mobility exercises, by doing stretches, by being very careful with my shoulders, and then adding in those fish oils is kind of like the cream on the cake, you know. Once I did that, I felt so much better. You have no clue how much better I felt. So, guys, the first one that I would recommend taking, that I think everyone should take, especially once you get into experienced lifting, you're lifting heavier weights, doing more fly movements, upright movements, stuff like that, is going to be fish oil pills. The second one is going to be creatine monohydrate. The reason I suggest creatine as something I think everyone should take is that studies have shown that creatine helps you so much. And it's not like it's a protein where you can get it from other foods and stuff. While you can get creatine from red meats like steak, you'd have to eat a lot of steak to do that. And steak's really expensive. And creatine monohydrate is just a purified form of creatine in a powder. So I do recommend buying a creatine. Creatine is so cheap. I think that's like, I have it here actually. I think this is 100 servings, and I'm not kidding, I think this was $16. And this is like Max Muscle, and they're expensive because they're high quality. And so, yeah, get it. It's cheap, guys. It's gonna help your workout. It's gonna help make your workouts longer, more intense. You're gonna be able to go for a little bit longer. Your muscle fatigue isn't gonna set in as fast. Guys, creatine is the real deal. But the thing is, creatine doesn't help you build muscle. It's not like it's protein. It's not building muscle for you. It's allowing you to build. It's allowing you to tear down your muscle more before your body fatigues too much. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? Hey, you watching? Does it make sense? Good. It allows you to work out longer and harder, which then builds more muscle. So I think when I was younger, I always had the mindset, well, creatine is it's like protein except better, right? No, creatine doesn't do what protein does for your body, which whatever that does, science and shit. Creatine it helps you just tear down that muscle more and allow you to go longer in your workouts. So I do recommend taking creatine. I do recommend buying it. Guys, it's not bad for your liver either. Your liver's not gonna blow up if you take creatine. It's not like you're eating like cement or something. I remember everyone's mom is scared of their son taking creatine. Oh, is he gonna grow chest hair now? If that was the case, I'd have chest hair. That's not happening for like another 7 years. So, creatine's fine for you, just like GMOs are fine for you. Well, throwing that in there. Pro GMO, get your head in the game. Yeah, so guys, fish oil pills and creatine, those are the top 2 that I would recommend that I think you should take, that I recommend taking. Of course, if you don't have the money for it, don't buy it. It's fine. There's no issue with that. Spend your money on food. If you have all your food bought and you have extra money and you want to buy supplements, get creatine and fish oil pills. They're going to help you a lot. All right. So now we're going to move on to tier 2, which is if you have the money, kind of like the first one, these are ones that I would say will help you, but you do not need them in any way, shape, or form. If you don't have them, you're going to get the same results. Okay? Okay. The first one is going to be protein powder. Guys, you don't need a protein powder. I have so many people ask me, well, should I take a protein shake or something? Or, well, yeah, I mean, that's good, but it's like you're eating chicken. There's no magic powder in protein powder. There's no magical substance in there that you take this protein shake, you're gonna gain mass. No, it's simply just 20 to 25 grams of protein. That's what it is, whey protein generally, or soy or whatever you buy. But there's nothing special in protein that's going to make you build any more muscle than if you just eat 4 ounces of chicken. That's 28 grams of protein. But the one thing I do like about protein is that it's generally, if you get a good quality one, it's like 80 cents a serving, and that's cheaper than what 4 ounces of chicken would cost. So if you really do the math and stuff, it is cheaper. But that also you also have to make sure. There's a lady walking her dog. She just looked at me really weird. I'm right next to my window. So you have to make sure you're getting a reputable brand as well. Recently, I saw that a lot of companies have gotten busted for lying about what's in their protein powder, stuff like that. Like, I saw Optimum Nutrition got busted, and I was like, what? Like, that was like, literally, as their protein is called, the gold standard of protein, and that's been like the most popular protein forever, since I started, which is like 3 years ago, and I was always like that's a good protein powder. It's always manageably priced, stuff like that, and now we know why. And they were lying about what's in it, which is really disappointing to see, because it's like, come on guys, just be good people, you know? But if you guys want a brand that I recommend, I don't get paid by them. I'm not sponsored, obviously. It's Max Muscle. They're gonna have the highest quality protein and supplements out there. It's just they're pretty expensive, which sucks. But you pay for what you get for. You know, you get what you pay for. If you want quality, you want stuff that actually is gonna be what you're getting on the label and stuff like that, buy Max Muscle. That's my recommendation. So, protein powder is the first supplement that I recommend, that if you have the money and you want to spend a little more than usual but you don't need it, it's protein powder. The second one is going to be a pre-workout. Guys, you don't need a pre-workout. A cup of coffee is going to do the same exact thing with the caffeine. If you make a really dark cup of coffee, guys, you don't need a pre-workout. Yes, they do help you have better workouts, you know, assuming you get a good one. And yes, the caffeine rush is going to help you out as well. But unless it's a really, really highly formulated pre-workout, which are expensive, you're really just getting a caffeine rush. That's all it is, which is fine, which is going to help your workout. But if you don't have the money for a pre-workout, because it's going to be around 30 to 35 bucks just for a month's supply. If you don't have the money for it, I recommend just buying a thing of coffee, like a Keurig machine, and making a black cup of coffee and drinking that pre-workout. You're going to be getting almost the same amount of caffeine in there, and it's going to be a lot cheaper. So, but if you have the money, I mean, pre-workout shakes are going to help. They are going to help you have a good workout, but they're nothing that you need at all. You don't need to have a pre-workout. Some pre-workouts, like I said earlier, are highly formulated and do have stuff that blocks lactic acid, that have creatine in it, which those are great, and those are going to be more expensive because they have so much more in them. But you don't need those either. You don't need to have a pre-workout to have a great workout and to get big. You don't need to take that for the caffeine rush. There are other ways you can get that, you know, through cheaper means, which go to Costco, buy a big thing of coffee, and drink coffee every time you work out. I mean, that's gonna be the same thing. So creatine. So pre-workouts, not necessary, but if you have the money and you want to splurge a little bit, go for it. You know what? It's not gonna hurt you as long as it's not like Jack 3D, the old version, where that had like meth in it or something. That's not good. But yeah, so those are my two. If you have the money, oh wait, I have one more. What am I doing? If you have the money, the third one. BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. Branched chain amino acids. Yeah, branched chain amino acids, guys. I'm not even gonna try and explain what they do. Give me a second. I know if I try to explain, I just tripped over my rug. I know if I try and explain, I'm just gonna stutter. So, here we go. For pre-workout, this comprehensive formula is designed to support the energy fuels needed for high-intensity endurance workouts. For the post-workout, it functions to support rapid recovery, muscle anabolism, and anti-catabolic effects. There you go. I don't know. I'm not going to try and delve any deeper into that, because if I tried, I'd sound stupid. And this isn't me saying take BCAAs. I'm saying if you can afford them, take them. They're good. There's nothing wrong with BCAAs. They're not going to build any more muscle. They're not going to make you leaner or anything like that. But they are going to help with anti-catabolism, and they're going to help you have longer workouts. But not necessary. But if you can afford them, I do recommend taking those as well. BCAAs, get your head in the game. Last topic is going to be ones that, guys, don't buy them. You don't need them. You know, you don't need to take these, and there's not many on here, but I totally forgot what I was going to say for the last one. And there's not many supplements I'm going to talk about here. So the one thing is gonna be for anyone that's under 25, even 30. Anyone that's under 30, guys, don't take a natural test booster, like ZMA or anything like that. It's not necessary if you're under 30. Your testosterone should be peaking by the time you're 30 to 33 years old, and it might even be going down by then, but usually it's not going to be affected by anything like that. And if it's I don't even know what to call it, like an actual hormone changing substance like a pro-hormone or actual, anabolic steroids, then obviously it's going to make an effect. But if you're like 22 or something and you're taking a test booster, you're not really doing anything for your body besides giving it what it already has. And it's not like it's going to give you like giant nuts or anything. So don't take a test booster if you're under 30 years old. There's no reason to. And I don't recommend taking pro hormones either, just because they will get you big, but they'll really get you very, very watery, and you will lose a lot of your gains when you pro cycle correctly, if you do it correctly. And if you don't do it correctly, you're gonna get boobs. I'm not kidding. You will get like breasts. And I have seen people in person that are like, yeah, I regret this. And they'll show me that and I'll be like, oh my God, you got boobs, man. So don't take pro hormones, please. If you wanna go that route, do it properly and don't take GNC or whatever sells them. Don't take their pro hormones. Just trust me. If you want to take like anabolic steroids, like I'm not recommending you do this, but don't waste your money on pro hormones. It's not worth it. I think anyone that does stuff like that will tell you, just build up a good base and then you can think about that later. I mean, I wanted to take a pro hormone when I first started. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get huge. Guys, it's not worth it. You lose a lot of your size once you post cycle, and if you don't post cycle correctly, like I said, you're gonna get boobs. And that's not good, because that doesn't look good on the beach. If you're running around with a six pack and your titties are flopping around, not a good thing, guys. So, what else do I gotta talk about? What other ones I don't recommend? Oh, glutamine. You don't need to buy glutamine. Studies have shown that it's useless. There's no point. You don't need to take any fat burners. Fat burners are gonna be like, fat burners are like drinking coffee, guys. There's nothing in them. There is one thing in a fat burner that can be beneficial in losing weight though, and that is going to be the appetite suppressant. If you want to buy a fat burner for the appetite suppressant, which basically means that it gives you the feeling of being full so you don't have cravings, then I would recommend it if you can afford it, and as long as it's not anything dangerous in there. But until then, it's like, if it's just a regular fat burner with no appetite suppressant, there's no point in taking it, because you can't just burn fat. You can speed up your metabolism or your body's functions for a little bit with caffeine, but then it's like, why don't you just drink coffee, So I don't recommend fat burners to people. I don't recommend CLA. Has been proven to do nothing. Like I said, pro hormones, test boosters, guys, don't do them. I mean, there's no point. Do it naturally until you get to the point where you feel like you can make the next step if that's your goal, and then do it properly. And then you could talk about that with someone that knows what they're doing. I know, I don't. So, guys, don't waste your money on these supplements. You don't need them. So, let's do a review quick. So, ones that I recommend taking, if you can, assuming you can afford it after you bought your food, after you get your nutrition nailed down, creatine, fish oils. Great supplements, great to take, proven to help you. Ones that only if you can afford it after you get your nutrition down, of course, and only if you feel like you want that little bit extra, protein powders, BCAAs, pre-workouts. They're good to take. They're not going to hurt you, but they will help you a little bit, but they're not necessary. That was gross. The ones that don't take, you don't need test boosters. You don't need glutamine. What else did I say? You don't need, fat burners. Don't take those either. You don't need them. There's no point. No point in taking them, guys. You don't need a burn. You can't just burn fat. It's not like I'm burning the fat away. No, your body uses the fat for energy, and that's how you burn fat when you're in a caloric deficit. You don't need fat burners. It's not hard, Just think a little bit. So, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. This is going to be a long video. I'll try and edit it down a little bit. Or I'll just do one straight shot. I'm pretty impressed with how well I did. No. Good job, Brendan. No. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learned something. If you like what you see, subscribe. And if you guys have any topics you want me to talk about, DM me on Twitter. Shoot me a Snapchat, whatever you want. A lot of you guys talk to me on there anyways. And it's cool because I like meeting all you guys. And recently, we crossed over 150 subscribers. I feel like I just said that about 120, so I'm really excited. So, it's growing fast, guys. And it's exciting to me because I love making these videos, guys. I have a lot of fun doing this. This is fun. So, thanks for watching, guys. And subscribe, like the video, comment another topic that we talk about. And until then, stay juicy. That was stupid. God, I'm so awkward.